It's truly a gift to bring it to the world, and all the kids that are gonna, be able to experience what we went through. And
he'll be their first Aquaman, like you know, Christopher Reeve was for us for Superman. Yeah. That's exciting.
I'm someone's Michael Keaton.
You are. Fucking Michael. You're not my Michael Keaton.
No, I wish I
was. Did you guys have like the same questions, kind of like I did going into a project like this? Like even the basic stuff, like, am I gonna be shooting underwater? How is this even gonna work? Like, what are those initial conversations like when you sign on?
I remember I was on the phone with Zack Snyder, and a friend walked in and just overheard only half the conversation, which already makes it a little bit more awkward. And and she was in the kitchen. I just remember her reaction. She was standing there in the kitchen looking at me, and my friends are used to it a lot with me, but she was like hearing me say, I'm like, so now do I blow so it's create a bubble to talk, and or is that like? And my friend's face is like,
explain that again.
Huh? Like, what kind of conversation? Who are you talking to?
What about for you, Patrick? Obviously, you've worked with James before, so there's trust there. But are there some basic questions before you get on to a project like this?
Oh, sure. Never any doubt. I mean, after a handful of movies with him, I've trusted him like, hey, man, whatever you want. But I did wonder how this was going to work. What were we going? I mean, I remember saying, right, but what are we actually doing? Like, so we're in wires?
Make it really simple for me.
I know what it'll look like. I know eventually it will look like we're swimming, but what are we doing? Because it was a very, very weird dynamic when you're just flying around a room in different harnesses, and even without fighting, just talking. Even that was strange. The stunts are always difficult, but like literally like just a page seat of dialogue, that becomes physically demanding. Right. Like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
The character's history goes back, I think, 77 years. There's a storied past to Aquaman. Jason and I have a storied past with Aquaman that goes back a good 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Let's take a look at a piece of video. So to contextualize this,
let's just see how great of an actor I am.
You are very good.
January 2014, rumors are swirling that you were going to play Aquaman, and we chatted in Sundance.
God.
And everybody, check this out.
It's just a rumor.
Is it just a rumor, though?
It's rumors, I swear.
The latest is that I'm going to see you as Aquaman. I'm going to see you as Aquaman in a cameo, and then you're going to pop up in Justice League. Are you promising me, Jason, man to man?
Man to man. You can punch me in the face.
There's nothing to it.
You can punch me in the face.
I don't want to punch you in the face because I know what's going to happen afterwards. You'll punch me harder.
You're allowed to punch me in the face. No, it's a flattering rumor, but...
Okay.
That's great.
I was sworn to secrecy by Zach, which I did not want to upset Zach, and I was like, he's like, you are not allowed to tell anyone, and let me tell you, I needed to put food on the table. when he released Unite the Seven, I was like, yeah. Right before Christmas,
I love the moment.
We're gonna have food.
But I love your moment where you probably like eyed up Josh, were like, you know what, I'm gonna say this. You can punch me in the face. Like knowing like, if nothing else, I could take a shot.
I know, you punch me back, I'm like, oh,
So we're not gonna do that clearly, but all I want is just an apology. Just an apology.
You know what, I apologize for lying to you.
That means a lot.
Beautiful.
I didn't purposely, if you wouldn't ask me the question, I never would have had to lie to you. But.
Have you guys ever had to lie about career stuff, about like projects that you were associated with or not? And is that a tough kind of line to walk?
No.
No one's cared.
No. Just the ones I've done are pretty.
Yeah, I've lied about past work, but not about future work.
Yeah, exactly.
Not me at all.
Exactly.
Another thing I love about this movie is, I don't know, for me it's less like a superhero movie, although it is a great origin story, a superhero movie, but it's kind of a fantasy, family drama. It's this very audacious blend of different genres. Were you surprised by sort of the form this movie took? Because I haven't seen a superhero movie like this before.
I mean, on behalf of the resident James Wan actor, I've watched him in these different genres and different movies to where he always leads with a family drama. He really does. If you look at his films, he leads with his heart. And so you know he's going to deal with people that are betrothed but don't really get along. Maybe there's a budding romance, sibling rivalry. I mean, he always concentrates on the family and the character aspect of it. Because, of course, if you're going to put characters in peril, you've got to have people that you you care about, not even like or dislike, but that you care about. So that side of it didn't surprise me. I knew he'd go deep into the family stuff.
Just as important as the weighty thematics are obviously the costumes. They can't be comfortable. Let's get that out of the way. They're not, right? who had the least comfortable costume among the three of you?
I don't know.
Well,
probably you.
these two
You
probably.
did.
I mean,
Yours is pretty uncomfortable.
yeah, mine's pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yours is pretty awful too, but
Wait,
I feel like she had heels on, which is like adds
I
to the.
had heels and a corset and a push-up bra. Come on,
you were like,
know,
Are
it's
there
like,
notes going into Aquaman 2 that you're going to ask the costume designer to address?
it's a long list. How much time you got?
Yeah.
That's
We
a
just
lot
want to wear
of time.
sweatpants.
It's a lot of
Aquaman
time.
gets his tattoos taken off.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
He spent more
He
time
got
in it.
laser.
2 hours of tattoos and taking them off.
Yeah,
an
we would
hour.
all be gone, and you could kind of still hear the music in his makeup room of them like taking them off and putting them on. See ya.
You, of course, we now know, of course, that you don the iconic costume of the comics, which I think, again, I was so heartened to see how well you guys pulled it off. Because it's one thing to see that, like, orange and green costume on a comic book page.
Yeah.
It's another to see it in real life.
Yes.
Were you worried about that being able to be translated onto the big screen?
Extremely worried. Extremely worried. I saw some in the very beginning, and it
Like, what am I gonna wear?
it was a definite concern. Even when I signed on, Zach was like, no, we're not gonna do that. So I was fine for Justice League, but then James was dead set on making it. That was his dream. Like,
Did you go through different iterations? Did you like try
we
on
just
different
tried
things?
different techniques with it, but you just wasn't. It's amazing now.
Yeah.
But it was a work in progress, like everything, and so. But I definitely got to experience it through James' eye. When I first put it on, it was kind of creepy because he just sat there and watched me put it on. But once I got it on, he really lit up, and his face was just.
Made his dream come true.
Yeah, I
man.
was like, you gonna wait till I? It's cool, whatever. I'm Hawaiian. I'm coming.
Amber, having gone through this experience, is there something that you could talk to the Amber of like 2 years ago and say, like, just so you know, this is what you should know before going into something like this?
I don't know if there's anything I could have prepared myself for in this process. I mean, there's just, you find yourself at work as an adult woman, at least in my case, and you show up at 6 o'clock in the morning yet again, stand in your little, box on a drain and get hosed down before being attached to these rigs to be suspended 25 feet in the air, and then care passionately about this trident and speak about it. It's.
Is that what
if
you call
someone told
Jason?
me-
Or actually the
She had the
trident?
hardest job, hands
mean, it's-
down, man. Hands down.
What about for you, Patrick? Obviously, Watchmen was a different kind of a film, but
Yeah.
any flashbacks to that in the making of this one?
No. I mean, the costumes have come a long way. So they're a little easier to move in. I think, gosh, if I had to go back, I mean, really, all the trident work, all the staff work, it does wreck you. I will say that. Doing any movement hundreds of times. But I remember a specific day of fighting imaginary creatures that were coming at me.
Remember that day?
And you're just literally swinging at nothing.
You're just like, this is gonna look cool, right, guys?
And you're like, no, if you look up there and hit something, we'll put it there later. So it's just, but by the end of it, you're just dead sore. I mean, there's nothing worse than an actor complaining. So we're all very fortunate. But it was rough. Yeah.
Was there a toughest day for you guys when you think back, Jason? Is there a day like similar to what Patrick's talking about for you?
Oh yeah, there was some pretty rough days, but it's
But
all
it's worth it in the end?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I feel like I hate to compare it with childbirth, but
Yeah, don't.
Don't, dude.
why would you go through pain again? I mean, I'd do it again. We went through some pain, but it's nothing compared to childbirth.
Right.
Well, that
So
is
there's no really point of complaining because it's just like we had a great time. Sure.
Yeah.
I did not want to be in a lot of situations. Am I going to do it again? Fuck yeah.
So speaking of
I
that,
forgot about it. Like women giving childbirth. Why would they do it again? If they're in that much pain, why would you do it again?
Because
That's the comparable quality.
At first I was like, oh no.
When they spray me down with water, it's like giving it. I'm like, no. I was just like, they can go through that pain.
I'm with you. We're there.
I can't,
We're there.
but they do it again.
We're there.
so speaking of doing it again, what do you want to see in a sequel here?
Maybe a baby.
Aquababies.
Aquababies. There's so many possibilities.
Aquaman 2, Aquababy. There you go.
Aqualad.
There's your title.
Aquababy.
There is Aqualad.
Yeah,
There is
you can be
Aquababies.
there at Aquababy, and I'm doing Mira.
There you go. Are you aware, this is a side note, but just related to the Justice League experience, some fans are obsessed with the so-called Snyder Cut of Justice League, an alternate cut.
Yeah.
Are you, I mean,
I'm obsessed with it too.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Like, do you want to see a different version eventually at some point, or is there a different version?
That's this one thing that sucks with our business where you just can't speak your mind, but yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. I wanna see it.
Fair enough. We'll keep it at that.